The eastern deciduous woodlands were once a large and continuous strand of forest in the eastern United States. They took up 2.5 million square kilometers. In the past 200 years, many human developments have led to the decrease in this area. 83% is now dominated by urbanization, agricultural fields, and logging practices. This area occurs at mid-latitudes, has 4 distinct seasons per year, and receives high levels of precipitation, only second to tropical rainforests. The deciduous trees turn brilliant colors and drop their leaves as temperatures and precipitation levels drop in the fall. Eastern deciduous woodlands are critical homes for many mammals, birds, and invertebrates. They span 26 states and compose the eastern third of the U.S. This vegetation is extremely important due to its immense size and high productivity.
But as with anything else, this forest has its own set of problems. One such problem is the lack of biodiversity. In the majority of the forest areas, there are several species of trees that cover about 90% of the forest. So while there may be more than 20 to 30 types of trees in each biome consists mainly of 2 or 3 species of trees, which is a problem. When the American chestnut was wiped out due to disease brought over from Chinese chestnut trees, there were entire tracts of forests that were wiped out because it was only American chestnut trees and there weren't any other trees there to replace it. And there are many other diseases that affect many of the trees that we have today in those areas that make up the majority of those biomes. Another example is of out-of-control white-tailed deer populations. Whenever fires go through a forest and they clear out all these meadows, or they convert all these forests to meadows and everything, normally the trees would start to grow back slowly and then eventually over time retake it again to become forest. But because there are so many white-tailed deer in many of these areas, they overgraze all these areas as well as eat all the young saplings of the trees, and this prevents forests from coming back.
There are several ways to help conserve the eastern deciduous woodlands. One way is to extend the hunting season for white-tailed deer and remove females from the population to reduce their numbers, as deer feed on hickories and oaks, 2 species greatly affected by the overabundance of deer. Use of prescribed fires can also reduce the amount of undergrowth, thus making more room for the development of hardwoods in the area. Lastly, due to the low percentage of federally managed lands in the east, landowners can plant native species on their properties, which would be beneficial to the environment as a whole. Non-native species can take over and damage the environment, such as kudzu in the Appalachian Mountains. The time is now, and it's up to you to help conserve the eastern deciduous woodlands.